Hi guys, happy Sunday. I know I said I probably wasn't going to be online again until after Christmas, but I've pretty much just spent the last 3 days home alone, other than work and whatever. My partner's down in Victoria visiting his parents, and I just wanted to share with you the importance of spending time alone. Many years ago, when I first met my partner, and before that, I actually used to avoid being on my own. I hated being on my own and would keep myself really busy, always had lots of little jobs to do around the house, would go visit people, have people visit me, and if I was at home, I'd be on the phone. I just didn't like being on my own. And in reflection, when I look back, I think it was for two reasons. One of them was that I felt like I needed to be around people or talking to people or be with people to validate my presence, to validate the reason why I existed. And the other reason was because if I was busy talking to people and doing things with other people, then I wasn't alone with my thoughts and I didn't have to think about all the shitty things that were going on in my head. So yeah, I really was in, what's that saying? Ignorance is bliss. I was blissfully ignorant. I was going around life just thinking I had it all together. Hardly, I don't even have it close enough now. I was just ignoring any signs that I needed to delve deeply into, my trauma, my issues, any of that sort of stuff. But clearly I wasn't ready. I wasn't in that space. I do remember though, when I first met my partner, just before I met him, I was getting ready to go out with a friend. And I said to her, and I used to always really look forward to these nights out. The kids were staying with their dad, and I would go out with my friend, and I would just dance the whole night. And I used to love it because in that moment, it was just me and the music. I wasn't a mum, a daughter, a friend. I was just me and the music, and I used to love it. It was a really, really good form of escape for me. And I remember saying to her while I was getting ready, I had this epiphany and I said, you know what, tomorrow morning when I wake up, my life is still going to be the same as what it is now. It doesn't matter how many times I go out dancing or whatever it is that I do, my life is going to be the same as what it is now. And anyway, I didn't really know exactly what how true and impactful that statement was. And not long after that, I think it was only within a week or so, I met my current partner. We're going back over 18 years now. And anyway, as we met and we became friends and lovers and we got into a relationship, he was a mirror and he would tell me a lot of truths about why I reacted about things or how why my reactions were as intense as what they were, why I lived my life a certain way. Not telling me what to do, but saying, oh, you know that you do that because of this. And you know this is happening because you reacted that way. Or maybe if you dealt with this like this, it wouldn't feel so meh, or whatever it was. And it was jaw-droppingly astounding, and it was actually debilitating a little bit. I spent a lot of time in tears going, oh my God, all this time I thought it was everybody else's fault or everybody else's issue, or that people were doing it to me, or I didn't have a choice, etc., etc. So it really opened up a plethora of what the friggin' hell do I do now? Because now I know that I'm responsible for me and my actions. There's no point blaming my parents or blaming the education system or blaming. Yes, all that played a part in who I am as a person today. But now I know all that stuff. I've got no excuses. I've got to work on myself. I've got to learn to stop reacting when someone flips me the bird in a car or whatever it is. I've got to now take responsibility for how I react to certain things. And that was just, it really changed my life. And I felt a little bit shit about myself for a while. Well, more shit than I usually did, but a bit shit about the fact that I'd been going around for most of my life with blinkers on and blaming everybody else. And it's been such hard work. Hard work having to learn to act a certain way and understand that when people act a certain way to me or around me, that a lot of the times that's about them and not me. So, and don't get me wrong, I still haven't got it right. I still make a lot of mistakes. I still overreact, but I know I'm heaps better and I'm heaps more aware now. And there are even sometimes when I might react to something or have a thought about something and I'll be like, should I have actually behaved that way or whatever? And, I will apologize to the person or whatever, or, take responsibility for my action or reaction in that particular instance. But anyway, I digress. The reason why I brought all that stuff up is that part of that growth, part of the change in my behavior, I started to realize that I give a lot of my energy to other people. In particular, because as you know, I work in the fitness industry and I'm a group fitness instructor. So I'm around people all the time, and I'm also around people who need me to motivate them, need me to inspire them. They need information from me. I'm talking to them all the time. And then there's the actual physical energy of teaching classes and all that sort of stuff. And I never realized just how draining that was. And through all that growth, I realized that I'm actually not an extrovert. I thought, oh yeah, I'm an outgoing, extroverted person. I am extroverted in my job and around my friends, and on the group fitness stage. Yes, I'm a little bit of an actress. But in my downtime, I like to unplug and be quiet and play soothing music and have long hot baths and read books and just have silence. And that in itself can be a little bit fraught with complication because I do live with another person, and that particular person has a job where he's not around people a lot of the time, and he likes to come home and chat and engage with me, which is amazing. I'm lucky that I have, I'm blessed that I have a partner who wants to engage with me and chat with me and share, his day with me. But sometimes I find that really hard because I'm so tired, I'm so drained that I just want to not talk to anybody, not absorb anybody's energy, not just be, I guess, withdrawn. So it is hard. But in saying that, my partner and I have worked through that stuff, and we generally find a pretty good compromise with regard to that. I'm sure there's lots of times that he misses out, and I really am grateful and appreciate that he understands and gets me and persists, even despite the fact that, you know, I can be quite withdrawn and not present for some of the time. But anyway, as I said, he's been away this weekend and I've had work and I've had a couple of lunches with friends. But the rest of the time, I've been at home by myself and I've potted. I've done a few jobs. You know, my partner before he went was like, you know, just relax and enjoy this time by yourself and whatever. Just relax. And I'm sure that he's going to say, well, you shouldn't have done all the vacuuming and you shouldn't have cleaned the shower and you shouldn't have, you know, cleaned the deck out the back. But I did all that in my own time and I did it around other little bits and pieces. And I've done all the things that I've wanted to do. I've been to the beach. I've had a swim. I've read. I can't even talk about all the things that I've done. I've done some nothing and I'll probably do some more nothing later this afternoon after I catch up with a couple of friends at lunchtime. But I really feel really relaxed and quite calm. And I've got this really great sense of achievement because I've managed to do everything but without feeling rushed because I've just done it all in my own time. My only commitments have been work and lunch with my friends. And other than that, everything else has just been, oh yeah, I'll do that on my way back from lunch. And oh, don't worry about that. I'll do that when I go to work on Monday and blah, 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 blah. And it's just been really, really nice. And it's just been wonderful and what I needed, especially coming in to, I'm not having a break over Christmas. I am working, but only, you know, a shift here, a shift there, and a couple of classes. So it's a really good way to ease into that 2 weeks and hopefully get a nice break over that time, ready to hit 2020 head on. I guess I just wanted to stress to everybody that try to find that quiet time, try to find that alone time. And I know when you've got little kids and if your husband works or partner works a lot of hours, it can be hard if you don't have support and all the rest of it. But maybe get up 15 minutes before the kids get up, or, you know, after dinner and the kids have gone to bed, just go and sit yourself off somewhere quiet for 15 minutes. It's really great to help quieten the mind and calm everything down. Take those slow 10 deep breaths. It's just whatever it is that you can do. Even if you're sitting in the car at the traffic lights, take 10 deep breaths and calm down. But anyway, I really just wanted to share with you just how grounding alone time can be, and it's important. It's really important, especially if you're a highly sensitive person, an empath, and you take on other people's energy. It's really important to have that alone time. And anybody who knows you and loves you, when you say, look, no, sorry, I can't do that this afternoon, I just need to have some quiet time to myself, they'll get it, they'll understand. So guys, again, have a great Christmas no matter what you're doing. Try to find that alone time, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for listening. Bye.